welcome to the podcast reviews for good movie tries and bad ones burn. Now, if you remember many episodes ago, I have reviewed Smile, a movie that had pretty good jump scares, pretty good kills, and a pretty creepy demon. So, and yes, it became the highest grossing film of 2022. So, of course, once they decided, let's make a sequel. And so basically they made a sequel, and shockingly enough, I actually seen the movie in the theaters with my family on Halloween. And trust me, we had some good thoughts about it. So I'm not gonna just let this whole intro slow or be long and slow. So let's dig into Smile 2 and show you how creepier and creepier this movie's gonna get. So the movie begins technically right after Smile, but happens 6 days later after Smile, where we meet our old friend who I've finally found out his name is Joel, who apparently, of course, has the Smile Demon curse and looks paranoid. But like the rules say, the only way he can get rid of it if he kills someone in front of a witness. After that, it'll be all over. So he goes to a house, somewhere like abandoned place or something, and yes, he tries killing someone, but he accidentally got another witness as who saw it, and also even though Joel killed both old men in the room and by accident, so now he's back with the Smile Demon curse, unfortunately. However, someone else comes in named Lewis. Remember him for later. And he points the gun, and Joel points the gun out of here, but then hears people coming, and heard more gang members show up. So in one whole entire take, Joel does his best to run away from them, and then gets out of the house, which finally she started on funny, and of course he runs out and gets to the road, but then BAM! Joel got ran down by a truck. Not a semi-truck, but just a pickup truck. Which then plays the creepiest sound I have ever heard in a horror movie from it. And the creepy thing is, it reveals that the blood from Joel's body after that crash left a smile. Which then leads to the title card, and after one of some weird bottle spin, and we then meet our new main character, her Sky Riley, played by Naomi Scott, who is a singer who is trying to recover from a drug problem she had. And we seen like a tiny preview of it for a split second where she's like pulling out her hair and she's crying and when we saw we was like that, and it was so good it kind of made me a bit uncomfortable, though I it's okay with it now, but still, it's a bit uncomfortable. But it's fine. It's fine because that's what horror movies can make you happen to you. Also, fun fact: Naomi Scott has emotions were real. Like she trained is so good that she made sure that they look real. Yeah. So anyway, Naomi Scott was talking about all that on a talk show and says that she has a comeback tour to this coming week that she'll do, and we even see her train her dance in one of my favorite songs from the movie called New Brain. And yes, y'all, Smile 2 has a soundtrack. And you should, and trust me, y'all, you should check it out on Spotify. I might put in the link in the description, but I don't know. But trust me, y'all need to listen to it. It is great. But yeah. And I know you wonder, do I think Naomi Scott is a good singer? Yeah, she's like the Billie Eilish level of great singer. I need to find a better singer than her. Then I don't know. But yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I had to do personal business. Oops, sorry. Anyway, so Naomi goes home, but then sneaks her way to Louis' place after her getting a text message asking her if she can come visit. Which he does, but apparently he was being a paranoid maniac. Because he has the smile demon within him now. So you can put two and two together on where this is gonna go. Anyways, and Louis decided that he'll be nice enough to give this guy some on drugs if she wants, but then again, and she's recovering from it, but she didn't want. Oh, also she reveals that she has like a scar on her torso and back, showing showing that she did get stabbed, but not to death. But yeah. Anyway, so when Sky hears a noise, she goes up close to a dark room, but then Liz pops out panicking because he sees something, and that something, of course, is the smile entity, which goes up to him, gets into his mouth, and he smiles. He looks at Sky. Sky looks at him, showing her shorts. And yes, she's wearing shorts. And he grabs a big, like, weight belt thing. And BAM! Slowly bang his head 4 times onto it. Until, like, how his jaw is falling off, for crying out loud. But yeah. So this guy, I was so paranoid that she just went home. But then gets a text from an unknown person for some reason. So this guy being felt anxious about like what happened that night while being with her mom in the dressing room, and was thinking about it as well, but including the text message. But then he goes to who sounds angry. However, at one point he meets a crazy fan who is basically cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And at one point this guy even meets a girl who was smiling like a smile demon, and she just basically, yeah, it was a weird moment. Just weird. Weird. So this guy talks to her friend Jen, to her old friend Jen, about how she's been, and she asks if she can come over, so, which she said sure. So Gemma was on her way. This guy plays the piano for a little bit until she hears a noise, which then and she sees an underwear, but then and found a shirt that belongs to the creepy fan from earlier, and of course he sees the creepy fan, which then he tries running up towards her, and she tries running out the door, but boom, Gemma was right at the door. So she let her in, and she looked around, and of course the guy was gone. So Naomi drinks water and talks, and Sky and Gemma bury the hatchet on, like, but yeah. And then later that night, Sky had a dream where they show her in the impact, after the impact of that crash with his ex-boyfriend Paul being dead. Which of course she cries out about it. But she wakes up and lay down and talk to Gemma. But then and when she looks at Gemma, she sees her smiling, and then her smiling becomes like car headlights. And she falls out of bed, and next thing you know, it's morning. But then she realized she was late for the show rehearsal, so she goes there gets ready, and then they play a dance. They rehearse a dance, and it's with the song called Blood on the White Stain. And yes, that is a good song. But then she get a quick flashing vision of the smile entity, or the smile person, and she fell backwards and thought she broke her leg, but she didn't. And she tries blaming it on someone else that was right in front of her, even though no one saw who was right in front of Sky. Yes, this is the entity once again making someone go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. However, when Sky goes back to her dressing room, she sees Joshua coming out smiling. Because of course. But then when she goes inside, she realizes the room's a mess, but when she calls out Joshua on that, apparently the others don't see it. Because of course, it's possibly the smile entity. But Sky, I wanted to cancel the tour because of that mess, but Herma wasn't letting it happen. So later, this guy goes to the fancy event and does a speech, but backs but had to improvise at first and then accidentally called out someone else's name, which was her boyfriend's name. Which then he sees, and of course he was smiling, and he goes all the way up to the stage, and she was scared shitless about it. But when a sweet old lady goes up there to see if she was okay, she accidentally backhands her, and she falls right at the stage and onto the table. Which she panicked, and which they was nervous of, and about which panicked most people, and yeah, sooner or later she was home, and she talked to the mysterious person about like how he knows about what happened. And apparently he proves it that she knows about her problem by showing a video of the dude from earlier, this guy's friend from Willis from earlier, are dealing with it. But an entity scares Guy to the point that she decided to say fuck it and meet the guy. Hi. So she goes all the way to a bar where he meets a guy named Morris, who tells her about the smile entity and yada. It'll pass on to someone else after they kill themselves, blah 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 blah. You get the drill. If you've seen the last one, at least. And he knows it because apparently his brother also dealt with it, and they show a quick split second of him killing himself with a crowbar, ripping his jaw off. Ew. But he told Sky that he might have a way to stop this whole thing without killing anyone. And that's that but he needed trust towards her, even though she didn't know she should trust him or not. But then people started recognizing her, and she ran all the way home. And of course, she kind of has her own little meltdown during the whole thing, even drinking a whole bottle of water. Next thing you know, when she goes to her closet, she then sees her dancers. And when she tries getting away, they get closer to her, and soon when she tries running, they grabbed her and basically flung her around and buried her on the floor. And with their hands, they pull her hair, they touch her body over, which I know sounds wrong, but shut up. And then one person puts their hand on Riley's mouth, but then it cuts to black and fades into the infamous crash scene with Sky and Paul, and it shows how bad it ended up. And this all was in one take. Wasn't it comfortable? Yes. Was this alright for a scene? I guess so. But once they get to the impact of the crash, Sky wakes up at the hospital. And his mom was there, and they're keeping an eye on her, and Sky talks to her about wanting to cancel the show, but then her mom starts to be a dick. Why? Because the smile entity again. My god, this is a lot of smile entities. But yeah, and honestly, this one jump scare actually got me. I will admit to that. So thanks a lot, Smile, too. I didn't even know what's real or not. So, of course, guys panic once her mom, Anthony, grabs a sharp, goes over to a window and her mirror and breaks it, and then grabs a sharp glass and stabs it right in her eye while Sky tries getting the IV out of her while pulling out the needles, and she tries running out the door, but I realize that as now she's holding sharp glass and it looks like she might have killed her mom. Spoiler alert. No, never mind. Ignore that part, sorry. I don't know why my stupid ass brain was gonna say that, but oh well. But then she slaps herself. Oh, she goes out the body. She goes all the way to the lobby and tries to get away, but Joshua's on. Try. He's talking to her, but then the cop goes up to her because she saw blood. He saw blood under her. A bit of blood. Or a lot of blood under her hoodie, and then she grabs the cop's gun. She shoots the roof, and Joshua said, "What about the door?" This guy says, "Fuck the door." She leaves. He hijacks the car. Her and Gemma ends up joining with her because apparently she was there. But as Gemma was driving, Sky gets a call from Gemma because the one with her was fake the whole time. Yay! Like seriously, this is a lot of this fake out shit. And yes, Sky panics about it and just yells at her son, telling it that he in control she is, but once she snaps back into reality, she realizes she's driving the car and she nearly got into a crash. Then she parks all the way to a abandoned Pizza Hut where Morris is somehow there. So they both went inside, and Morris talks about how they gotta stop her heart for at least 2 minutes by freezing her in the freezer. And after that, they can use some drugs to bring her back to life. And mind you, Countdown did this technically, or kinda, sorry. Not kinda, I meant kinda did this, but yeah. However, Morris leaves her alone in the freezer so she can take her time with doing it, while Hotmare was connected to her. However, right above her was a mirror, and above her was her from the past. She unbuckles the seatbelt that she was on, and she jumps onto Riley, and they start having a fight. Like old versus new guy. And Sky decides to say screw this shit and use the needles to kill herself, but it doesn't work. And the other Sky tells her she ain't in control, it is. Next thing you know, she goes into a box, and then she reveals she's at the concert. Because that whole week was most likely fake. And I know you're wondering, when was the fake out started? I don't know. This movie is just a big nutjob mess. However, despite the fans were cheering at Sky sees her mom, Joshua, in the crowd as well, and then she sees herself right in front of her. And then it rips his stomach open, literally. And there was the entity. And yes, in all of this bald, many jaws, disgustingly glory. then, like the last movie, it went into Sky's mouth. Sky gets up, and off screen, Sky kills herself. With at first, I thought it was the microphone she held, but then when I saw it for the second time on DVD, I realized that might have been corn. And the movie ends with the audience panicking because now all 5,000 people have the curse. The movie is good, it is great, and I'll dare say it's better than the first one. And yes, I'll take it to my grave if I had to. But yeah, so thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm where I'm gonna repay y'all about the Batman Beyond series review I tried doing but failed, and I'm repaying you by basically doing a review on this movie that actually has Batman Beyond: The Return of the Joker. So thank you for watching. Please like this video, leave a comment down below what other movies would you like to see get reviewed in the future, and subscribe for more videos like this and turn on notifications so you know when my videos are up. See ya!